All right, Philip Tell, thank you very much indeed for your analysis. Well, I now want to bring in Robert Fatton. He's a Professor of Government and Foreign Affairs at the University of Virginia. Welcome to the programme, sir. Can I get your reaction to this news today from Haiti?
Well, thank you. Well, it's really a shocking news, and it may plunge the country into chaos. And talking to some people from Haiti, there is a feeling that that might also provoke a foreign occupation. In other words, some kind of UN foreign intervention. But the situation is very unclear. As your previous analyst said, we have essentially two prime ministers, and it's not clear who's in charge. The chief justice he died as a result of COVID, so there is no logical or constitutional chain of command. So it's a state of clear uncertainty, but the situation, which was already very bad, can only get worse.
Yeah, you touched on a possible response by the United Nations. I wonder if you could expand a little bit on what you suspect the foreign bodies, whether that's the United Nations or perhaps the United States, may do in response to all of this.
Well, I assume that foreign powers will be very worried about the situation in Haiti, in particular the United States. And as we know, in the previous 20 or 30 years, the UN and the United States, and actually France, had sent troops to Haiti because of political uncertainty and instability. So if things get bad, I would assume that you would probably have another intervention, although Haitians are very worried of those foreign interventions because many claim that it is indeed those interventions that have led to the situation that we have now. And Jovenel Moise himself was a very contested political figure. His term, according to the Constitution, had ended, but he wanted to prolong it for a year. There was a call for elections, but elections in Haiti at this time for most Haitians were absolutely a bad idea. But the foreign community has insisted on elections, and Jovenel Moise had already insisted on a referendum for a new constitution, and all of those things were opposed by the vast majority of Haitians. So we don't know what is going to happen. We can only assume that things are going to probably degenerate given the lack of security, a very weak police that has been unable to keep order in Haiti, and the rise of gangs in particular in the capital city.
All right, a really precarious situation that you sketch out for us there in Haiti. Robert Fatton, I want to thank you very much indeed for coming on France 24 today and talking to us about what is happening. We're reporting for you there on the news that the president of Haiti has been assassinated over